What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. So the car is actually in this menu over here, I guess. Like, I'm an idiot, I suppose, is really the sort of lesson of the day. I guess I just thought that you had to find a car for some reason. I don't know where I read that or something. Like, for some reason, I thought you had to, like, find a car, but the car repair is right there. And so we'll get it going for right now. There's not much left to do in this day. I've been wasting a lot of time, but frankly, there's not a whole lot to do in the game aside from just like scavenge stuff, and that really doesn't toot my horn so much anymore. So frankly, I'm just like waiting for storyline stuff to happen. Let's go to the next day. Alright, we didn't really bring much back today. The pain is real. Hey, Tweedle Time, I wanted to thank you for taking me in and, you know, not shooting me even though I had a gun aimed at you and stuff. You were in a bad way. I'm just glad I got there in time to help. Jeez, no kidding. You have no idea how good it feels to have an actual full night of sleep and some real food after. Oh god, I don't even want to think about it. It's too long. Seems like you've got something on your mind. You can tell me. Anyway, Davis said you guys were always on the lookout for parts and tools and stuff, and I think I can help with that. You know what always takes the hugest amount of parts and time? Renovations, for reals. You see, there was this one guy who always came to the Wicked Lily, older fella, used to work in like demolitions or something. I was working on a really big mermaid on his back, and anyhow, he always talked about how his barn he was renovating to be a bed and breakfast. It sounded pretty involved. Then like about a week before shit went south, he showed up for his last appointment looking super harried. He said shit was getting hot and he needed time, so he was gonna gate off the barn and take off to San Diego. My guess is that he's not exactly gonna be back anytime soon. Anyhow, on the off chance you're interested, I'll just go and mark your map downstairs with where he said the barn was. Hopefully that'll come in handy. Thanks for the tip, I appreciate it. No problem, Toboggan. Glad to help out in return for such cushy digs. I did a tune-up on the car. It'll run better now, I guess. Thanks, Jody. Have you talked to my brother or Carmichael? They usually check on me. They might be mad if they can't find me. Oh yeah, I talked to him and let him know you were here and doing fine. Okay, that's good. I'll get back to work now. I'll see you, Jody. I was looking at a map of the area this morning. I realized I've been here before for a couple weeks during my first year in the Army. There's a military base in Brownwood. Not a big one, but it was big enough. There will be soldiers there, or at least supplies. If it's fallen, well, I don't have to tell you what to expect. I don't know if we can handle that. There'll be dozens of corpses or soldiers who think we're threats. We'll scout it first and retreat if we have to. There's an underground bomb shelter that could be attacked, so if the base isn't overrun, we should have easy pickings down there. I'll lend support, but let's not wait too long. I can't be the only one that knows about it. I was hoping I'd see you around this morning. Took a look around the school and thought I'd offer up my criticism and ideas based on my expertise. Let's hear it. Right then. Well, let's see. I walked the perimeter first. Y'all got a good fence out there. Not leaving a gap for those smelly bastards in is the most important thing for protecting the land. You got a chicken coop. That's good. Eggs are a pretty cheap source of protein. And you put some hot sauce on there, you got breakfast. Saw the garden bins up on the roof. That's smart. Grow yourself some chili fixins. Beans, peppers, tomatoes, chilies. Any Mexican here will know how to take care of that. That's it, I think. Oh, one thing I could do for y'all is get you a mushroom patch going. It's a bit advanced, seeing as how bad mushrooms can kill you and all, but I think I know what I'm doing. Learned my lesson when I was gathering up wild mushrooms and ate one of them, magic ones. After I got better, I learned from my uncle the proper way to grow and identify them. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Alright then, you get me the materials, I'll put one in the basement. As long as you know what you're doing, there's nothing dangerous about it. Thanks, Troy. We'll talk some more later. Hey, this might sound lame, but I was out in the garden today and I noticed that a wasp nest is out there. I know it's not exactly as scary as a walking corpse, but for some people here, one sting could kill them in a matter of minutes. You think you can get a can of wasp spray while you're out? I bet a hardware store would have something like that. Are you allergic? Thankfully, no, but a lot of people are. My dad got stung once and his throat closed right up. Not like we can call the paramedics these days. I'll try to find some spray. The faster the better. It's really easy to get stung, even by accident. I don't want to alarm you, but sometimes those nests can get so big that there can be thousands of them in there. At that point, I think I'd rather take my chances somewhere else. Alright, so we'll get her. Does anybody else have anything like going on? Let's see, are you feeling any better? Better considering the circumstances. How are you coping with your loss? I'm dealing with it in my own way. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have brought it up. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's all good. Dead people dead. They ain't coming back. You feel bad about it, but hey, it's all in the past. Let's see what we can line up over here. Since the car has apparently been this thing that I've just been screwing up over the course of like the last 500 episodes, I figure I'll give it a go here. The greenhouse got a little bit going for it. He's still working on that arrow, unfortunately. Everybody else is done with their various tasks. I could have just about anybody. Where's the car at? Did he fix the car completely already? Jody did? Let me see here. Give the car a tune-up, so if it's broken, you need more mechanical skill. What about the... Where's the repair skill here? We'll go up here. We got the car repair. Yeah, let's get that going. Let's get that finished right now. We'll throw Ephraim on it. That's 3 hours right there. Who else is working on it? Got 7 hours on that. We may just take a day off right now and just chill here. I don't know. It seems like there's a lot of stuff to get done. I don't know if it'll let us put anybody else on it. Let's get the greenhouse finished then. Get everybody else working on that. And once the greenhouse is done, he's working on the arrows. Okay, that's cool. We got reinforced riding leathers. There's reinforced leather jackets. I think I should probably have somebody with a little bit of science skill get going on the other thing. Melinda Guzman, she's working on that. Okay. On this side, no job on Craig Sullivan. He's got some pretty good science skill, though. Surprisingly enough, he's got really good science skill. What's that going to take? The mobile radio? Yeah, use the mobile radio. Use the radio to back to the... Oh, we can assign work assignments from out in the middle of nowhere. Okay, that's good. That'll be nice. Alright, I can see that being useful in the off chance that I forget so I don't have to walk back. On this side, the machinist can't really do much right there. Farmer. Okay, so what does that do for us? 1 extra piece of food for every farmer that works in the garden. Oh, that's not bad. That's decent for right now. I think I'd still rather have somebody help work on the greenhouse or something else for right now, but that'll do it. Let's go for 5 hours, I guess. Just let people get their jobs done. So that leaves us with a car. That's also going to leave us with the greenhouse. So let's get going building just about anything else that we can. You need science for the mobile radio, but that looks like it's pretty much... Oh, you actually need science skill in order to help with that. Okay. Anybody else build anything good? We got a gym and a shooting range. Let's go for... It's going to eat up a lot of 38 ammo. But you get a one-time bonus to ranged. Or we can go with the gym. Let's just go with the gym for right now. I'm not really too worried about... Like, the people who need range skill in our group already have range skill. So I'm not really too worried about bumping it on up. I think we're just about there with all of the upgrades, though. We're, like, almost finished with the game, I suppose. Michiru's still done. Where's Ryan at? Can he still teach that? What's Ryan been doing here? Oh, he's still English teaching. Okay, good. That's what I wanted him to be doing, so that works out fine. Have everybody else jump up in here. And with Melinda, we'll have her do a machinist. We'll have her make a sniper rifle blueprint. For Oscar, where do those blueprints go, by the way? I don't know if... Yeah, where do those blueprints run off to? So it modifies a regular police shotgun into a riot shotgun. Yeah, do that right there. Make us a long barrel magnum. That sounds good. I'd like to get a couple more firearms up in here. I'd also like to see maybe... On the mechanic end, we'll make the fuel efficiency a little bit better on the car. Looks like it's going to take 18 hours. Can I not take the car out while that's busy too? I'm not sure. Fuel efficiency up, plus 4 miles per gallon of fuel. Yeah, that's actually probably a really good plan considering. Let's continue to work on it while we're here. Joel, let's put you on guard duty, I guess. That job right there, we'll throw you on the gym. Okay, so everybody's reorganized now. And so, yeah, I think I might actually just kind of like, we'll go exploring. I don't want to waste an entire day, but we'll go exploring. We'll have a look around and see if we can unlock new locations. Oh, wow, that thing's the shit. I thought the picture is like a little station wagon looking thing, so I thought we were going to have a station wagon. That's cool. Yeah, fuel her up. Yeah, throw 15 gallons in. We got plenty. Don't even worry about it. Go ahead and see if we can tool around the map a little bit today. It's a little bit of a waste, but I know where there's lots of fuel up here, so there's tons hanging out at the Coyote Club, so whatever. We'll take the car. We got 15 gallons. Oh, wow, the car goes through fuel quick. Oh, my God, really? Alright, so, yeah, until we get that fixed up, let's not do that. That's not going to be a viable option. Wow, that went through a lot of fuel. That went through fuel real quick. We're going to have to fix that up quite a bit more than it currently is before we do anything else. Let's jump out on our horse. Let's go to the parking lot shootout. How about that? How's that sound? See if we can get anything done over here. Might be interesting. It's a good place to load up on a few more bits of ammo too, especially considering the fact that we know now that we're going to need a bunch of 38 to finish the shooting range. So it's something to keep our eye on as we play the game. Yeah, shootout doesn't look like it went so well. The shootout done been shot, in my opinion. Looks like we got a bunch of Zeds over here, like a lot of Zeds. Oh my god. Got a pretty considerable amount of Zeds. Step back a little bit. Start this thing off. I don't know how many of them are going to hear us. This might turn into a big sloggy fight. Zeds have the tendency to take their time when it comes to some of this stuff. Got good bite resist, though. He took a lot of oh, never mind. He only got hit for 50. He didn't get hit for that much. Probably a way better plan to set that as the active here, since I can get a lot more cuts off. Can't attack diagonally, but hey, it's better than nothing. See if I can sneak through here and maybe get rid of a couple of these. Yep. There's a bit. Continue just like that for as long as we can. Zombies, luckily, are not so situationally aware, although our sound level may get too high eventually, and then they'll all start to trigger on us. There's one for him. There it is. So now they're onto us. At least somebody is. That one right there? Okay, that makes sense. Makes sense like a bank teller. Oh! Or any real cashier. I mean, honestly, you make a lot of change. You make a lot of sense out of, like, dollar bills. I wish that, like, we could just move over to, like, credit. Just no longer use cash. I don't know why. I just don't like carrying cash. Like, I never do. Ever. Like, I think the last time I had cash in my wallet was, like, 5 years ago. Just, oh, schnikes. Yeah, let's not walk into that right now. I was going to say, it seems like a great way to get shot. And considering these idiots are lowering or raising our noise level, we probably want to back off a bit. Oh, good. There's a zombie back here. Hooray, zombies. Let's go back around the building then. Work on these guys in a minute. We're not going to mess with them for right now, though. See if we can get this Zed down. Okay, so that Zed's down. We now have a little bit of clearance and coverage. He doesn't have a shield. I kind of wish that he did, but it'll do for right now. I'd rather not make a bunch of noise while we're here, he said as he stumbled into the middle of his enemies. Alright, well, our team is not in the best position to act on this turn. Wow, that took a lot of AP to reload. That was a huge amount of AP to reload. I'll probably just have all of us fall back and we'll bait them back outside so that the zombies are their back. If they keep shooting like that, the zombies will come up behind them and be their problem and not ours. Try and like shift things off tactically to be the best situation for us that we can. Put a bat across him. I'm going to stay away from using the firearm for right now. Just try and do this quietly. In a clandestine fashion, I suppose. A little bit of a stab right there. That crit unfortunately came through a little bit strong. I think that was a counter blow though. There it is. That character's done like dinner. And so hopefully the friends can be dealt with before this gets too much further out of hand. Looks like they're on top of each other right now. They must be really good friends. Take a knife cut over here. Oh, I thought I started that combat first. That's unfortunate. Luckily, these guys don't have guns, so we don't have to worry about this getting super, super rowdy when they call over all these zombies by shooting them. But for right now, let's do some damage right there. We got a 37 and a 53. Not too bad. That's a pretty good turn right there. Pretty good turn. I'm beginning to wonder if the club is going to be a better choice against humans, too, than the other one. I might bypass all these turns right here just to see how it does. Ooh. Okay, that's how it does right there. Did 98 points of damage. He's an animal. An absolute animal. I may just use this versus everything from now on since it doesn't need a battery or anything else. If we can just like hit people with it, it seems like it'll do. It does a lot versus Zeds and it does a lot versus these guys. We're hitting these guys for like 200 damage every single time. I mean, I realize that's because they're down and we're critting, but still. Things to think about. Probably, yeah, we'll bring the shotty, I guess. It's heavy, but bring the pick too, I suppose. No, that's not what I wanted. Well, we'll just check the counter. A cigar up in there. Good. I love cigars. Cigars are one of the finest things in life. Yet you learn to appreciate them after you smoke one, and then you get really sick. You won't feel good after you eat the first one. Or I'm sorry, that was the problem. Is I ate it. I actually just chewed on it. I like to eat my cigars because Mom says I'm special. No, cigars are amazing. Like the first one you smoke will make you sick. I almost guarantee it. It's because you get nicotine poisoning. It's a lot of nicotine. You got to learn to smoke them not too fast. You kind of like leave it in the tray and let it burn for a little while and take it slow. It's a nice thing to do while you're like reading a book or whatever. Don't smoke them all the time though. That'll kill you real fast. I have a cigar maybe like once a month, maybe. Once every 2 months probably is a lot more accurate, but I enjoy cigars, I do. It's a vice that I think you can glean a lot of enjoyment from. It's a great way to relax on a summer afternoon. It's not a great way to make friends with your neighbors though. Your neighbors will not be down for that. There we go. We'll get that done and still have another swing right here. Yep, that's how I like to do it. Sounds good to moi. We'll step over. I guess that body counts as a dead space. I'm not really trying to be punny right there, but that's what it counts as. So let's take our licks and our bites from the zombies right there. 0 damage taken. Hopefully none of them start howling about the fact that we're in combat. There it is. Combat broken. Search these bodies real fast for anything else that might be useful. I thought the roadside shootout was actually going to be like in progress when we got here, but I guess how would it last for 48 hours then? Get that kill done right there. I think we might almost be at the point where we could try out some of the harder locations, but we're just not quite there yet. I don't feel confident about my ability to get through the enemy's armor. Like, we have spears, we have piercing weapons, we have things that can get through. And we have enough suits of body armor right now to get by, but I'm still worried about hand grenades and things like that. And whenever the military shows up, it's nasty. It's real nasty. Got some more parts right there that we can use in the future to craft up anything else we might need. What's in this building? Construction site with a dude with an Uzi? Great. You have an Uzi and you came at me with a hammer, man. I don't know. I think I'd rather err on the side of, like, shoot him in the face than, you know, smack him with a hammer. Just my personal preference. He had enough AP to take a swing, but I don't really care that much. I'm feeling so lazy right now. It's bad. It's real bad. My lethargy has reached a whole new level. Actually, I wanted to test out the stick on him, so it did 30 damage. That's about what you're getting out anyways with the spear. I mean, now that we have that critical ability, I feel like it might be a wiser idea just to fish for crits the entire time with a faster weapon. Just because the crits tend to be pretty devastating no matter what weapon you use in this game. Search the bell. There's a guy in here. Hold on. Apparently we walked in on him right in the middle. Right in the middle. I'm going to save my pistol for a little bit until it's a tad more useful. But for the time being... Oh, good. We got him dazed. That's nice. I like my enemies to be dazed. Keeps them from doing nasty things like hitting me. And he's now disposed of. Such a sad thing that we live in a universe where now humans are only something to be disposed of. Let's grab this tool chest or whatever else is inside it. We got bug spray right there. Yerp, yerp. We'll try and give that to Regina tonight. We've got that right there. I ain't going near that nest, though. Wasps are hella scary. We get them around here. Wasps are no joke. Are wasps like... So, for example, are there places where you don't have bumblebees or wasps or anything like that? I always think of wasps and like stingers and just like generally as like a universal problem, but is that just like a regional issue? I'd figure they're like everywhere. They seem to travel pretty well. They seem to be pretty good survivors. If you live in a place without bees and wasps, though, I envy you because, God, they suck. Every summer here at my old apartment complex anyways, my groundskeeper would come out every summer with like this little smoky spray-y thing, and he'd knock down all of the wasps' nests and kill them all before they got too big. That's the big thing, is if you let them grow out of control, that's when you get yourself into trouble. We got ourselves a real dodgy corpse right here. Got 32 damage done. Get somebody a little bit closer in on the job. Like Tweedle time. It's time to Tweedle. Actually, let's see if we can get him. He looked like he almost aggroed us right there, but I think we're good. I'm going to step forward, and I can probably get this one before it wakes up. There it is. Very, very nice. Getting rid of them deaders like we don't even give a damn. Down goes that one. There's a lot of zombies here, though. Whatever this shootout was, it must have been a hell of a shootout because there's a lot of people here. We're going to need some fuel just to offset the stuff that we used in the car today. We're going to have to get the car's fuel usage down. Otherwise, it's just never going to be a viable option. As it stands right now, it's basically a giant fuel sink. You might as well just flush it down the toilet because you get almost nothing out of it. It's a way better plan just to stick with the horses. So that clarifies a lot of things that I had read on the forums about people being like, oh yeah, I don't even use the car. I just use the horses all the time because it's free movement. Get through here. Grab as many of the goodies on these guys as we can. There we go. This seems to be a decent place to get yourself a lot of extra supplies if you're trying to build stuff. Might be a decent early game location provided you can work your way around the dead parts. That's, I suppose, easier said than done. Oh, these guys are strapped. Hell. Yep, about to take some damage. Regina just took a 5. Now would be the time that I would whip out that old 6-shooter. Get the pea shooter ready to go. You too. If you could take a shot from right here, I'd appreciate it. It would be helpful. Regina, you get on the lever action, guy. Hey, you one-shotted him. Nice. I wasn't depending on it, but hey, I'll take it. I mean, how did Paul take 20 points of damage right there? Because Paul is wearing terrible armor. Oh my god. Okay, so how I didn't notice that either remains to be seen, but stun stick, enjoy. He probably will have enough to shoot at least once in here. Oh no, he didn't. Okay, well, Paul, return fire. Let that guy have it. That lady have it. Pretty good. Not too bad. Not too bad. Did a 44 and a 36. It's 80 damage right up front. I mean, it's not good, but it's not terrible either. It's doing the same thing that the AK did for way less ammo, so, you know, why be concerned about it? Start off on this cat. I can fish out a crit right here. 31, I'll take it. 171 right there now that he's on the ground, but ground hits don't count because you get like a, I think you get a maximum chance to crit. Ooh, 202, really? Wow. I didn't mean to do that. It was kind of an accident, but, you know. Reload that thing right there. I bet it takes so much AP because you got to finger load that thing. You don't have a speed loader. That's going to be your biggest problem. Even with a speed loader, you got to have that thing ready to go. I mean, it's not like it's just going to be, and at most you have like, what, 1 speed loader? So, there you go. Keep 1 full load and a speed loader on top of that, and that's about the best you can do right there. After that, you're still going to have to finger load it. I've never used a speed loader. I probably should at some point. Used to shoot revolvers a lot when I was a kid when we go to the shooting range and when we go out skeet shooting. A lot of my dad's friends had like 45 Magnums and things like that, big ass guns. Just like they're random shoots, they're like sport shooting guns, not really a gun that you would ever need for, even for home defense. I wouldn't trust that a 45 Magnum wouldn't put a round through the wall, through my neighbor's wall, and into one of their kids. I'd be kind of worried about shooting it in a residential area. That's a big gun with a lot of power. Especially since walls nowadays are designed real thin in some of these big mansions and things that people design. I'd be nervous about it. I feel like probably for home defense, you probably just need like a, I don't know, just like a Mossberg or something. Just like a shotgun, something that won't go through, unless you're shooting slugs. But anyways, with buckshot, won't go through the walls and kill your neighbors if you miss. You want something that'll get wedged firmly in your walls and not go anywhere else. Otherwise, you end up with an extra third-degree manslaughter charge on your docket, and that's no fun. I think I'm probably going to break the episode off right now. I think I'm feeling a little burned out for the day. That's like this doesn't happen very often, but I'm trying to get my quota done for the day of like videos that I'm recording. I think I'm going to cut it a little bit short. I think I don't have a whole lot to say right now. I feel like we're doing like the same repetitive actions over and over in the game. It might be worth it now to maybe go out and see if we could do some of the harder stuff. So anyways, my name is Splattercat. I will see you all in the next episode. We'll try to attempt maybe like a military base or something from here. I'm going to give the stuff to Regina in the next episode. I'm going to try and record the data item episode pretty soon. So I'm still aware that I said I was going to do that, and I will. I'll see y'all later. Hi, do everybody.